days ago I went to the theatre again and went to see a play at Southwark Playhouse in London, and the play is called Gods and Monsters. Now this play has also been a film in the past starring Ian McKellen, and the person playing the part of James Whale that Ian McKellen played in the film was an actor called Ian Gelder. Now this play is about James Whale, who was a director of films, particularly in the 1920s and 30s, and he is most remembered for the Frankenstein films, of which he directed the first two. Now, James Whale was gay, and quite openly gay within the industry at the time. Even back in the 20s and 30s, he was openly gay to everyone around, which is quite unusual for the time. And this play takes place right at the end of his life, and he died in 1957, and he committed suicide by drowning himself in his swimming pool. Later in his life, which is what led to him dying, he had a stroke and he had terrible pain. The play itself focuses on his relationship with his maid in his house and two characters. One who is a guy who comes around to interview him, and James Whale gets him to strip down to his pants. And another, his gardener, played by Will Austin, who is this handsome, rugged, muscly guy who gardens for him, who he befriends and basically uses to get what he wants, which you think may be some sort of sexual advances, but turns out to be something much darker. A friend of mine, Russell Labby, directed and wrote this play, and I really loved direction and the writing of it. I particularly liked Ian Gelder. Has done a lot of TV. He's in Game of Thrones, and I just thought he was great. It's really powerful, really fragile character, but very manipulative, really magnetic when he was on stage. Also, what I really loved in this play were lots of flashbacks as the character of James Whale was having sort of episodes. He would have flashbacks to his early life, about his experiences in early life, which were really well done, really well directed, lit. There was good use of video as well, which was projected onto the back wall of the theatre. There's also, just in case you go and see it, quite a lot of nudity. But I have to say, the guy playing the gardener, Will Austin, playing the character of Clayton, was very sexy. And one of the great things I loved about it was that the nudity and all that sort of thing and sexuality wasn't distracting from the actual play. It was fitting within the play and within what the character of James Whale was trying to achieve. So yes, definitely big thumbs up. I would give it 4 out of 5 Frankenstein monsters. So this play is on at the Southwark Playhouse until the 7th of March. Definitely for an adult audience, but I highly recommend it. In fact, I recommend the Southwark Playhouse to anyone who wants to go and see interesting new theatre. They do musicals and they do a lot of plays there. So yeah, get down to Southwark Playhouse and go and see something. Okay guys, that's all from me for today. I will see you